You guys all know that Adult Swim signed off bumper the gun is your enemy. There's a reason they don't show it anymore. The last day the bump was used as a sign-off. Instead of a normal running timer, estimated 9 seconds, it ran for an extended period of time until the automated services were overtaken by manual operation. We all know the sound that shook our childhood. What teen ears? The resonating metal, the rumble, the sound of metal scraping against metal. Feel free to look it up if you're a big rusty. Now, when the audio cuts, it doesn't sound complete. It's not finished, not over. The producers of Adult Swim / Cartoon Network were purposely cutting off the rest of the sound, and for good reason. The rest that followed was the exact reason why you'll never see this bumper again on the air. Once again, it's supposedly only run for about 9 seconds, and this is a rough transcript of the usual audio. Resonating metal, followed by a rumble, followed by scraping metal, and other rumble, and bumper. So what could you put together with that? Nothing rings the bell, right? Exactly. This part that they used is utilized effectively to scare off children that have still tuned into Adult Swim. It even gives adults goosebumps because it's that good. It's closely rivaled with the Hammer Clinks and the William Street production called a Nightmare Fuel. Getting back on topic, usually a Cartoon Network employee would enter the control room left by an Adult Swim crew member and take over for day. It wasn't quite the case that day, however. The usual man scheduled to cue the sign-on and such program, and CN for some reason did not start up the day's schedule. No one knows if he did this purposely, and whether or not his contract was terminated. This was the least the problem CN had at the time. What followed the common 9 seconds was an extended 2-minute broadcast of some of the most horrifying audio ever heard on public television. The metal continued to resonate, and the scraping continued. Slowly, an uncontrollable sobbing came clearer. Not one person was crying, but a multitude of people were screaming and yelling. As the metal scraped, the screaming grew louder. Soon, you could hear the slicing of flesh, the grinding of bones, the gushing of blood, and the guttural death rattles of people dying. People assumed the control room was finally gotten into, and the bump was shut down, ending a traumatic experience no one could undoubtedly forget. In the last few moments as the resonating metal grew into an unbearable volume, the channel showed the peeping sun blinking at the view, and the channel started to pause and doze. How was Cartoon Network going to cover this on? No one knows their exact tactic to this day. Multiple theories have been thought of, ranging from a preemptive cease and desist to possible news articles to subliminal view to hypnosis over the following weeks. While all public evidence does not officially exist, Cartoon Network officials do acknowledge hijacking of the channel's frequency on a day but go into no further detail. Or late morning bugs, including TDIY, were replaced with the corresponding ones from the 1:30 a.m. time slot. With this, however, that's somewhere in an onion site, accessible only via Tor, is a recording of the bug played that morning. The question asked the most among the few remember this is how Cartoon Network got the audio in the first place.
The end.